Al Capone. The name alone conjures up images of pinstriped suits, fedoras, and Tommy guns. But before he was Scarface, he was just a kid from Brooklyn. Born in 1899, Alphonse Gabriel Capone grew up tough. Life in turn-of-the-century New York was rough, especially for an Italian immigrant family. Al was a smart kid, but trouble found him. He dropped out of school, bounced between jobs, and fell in with a local gang, the 5 Points Gang. This gang, led by the notorious Frankie Yale, became Al's school for crime. He learned the ropes, how to fight, how to intimidate, and how to make money illegally. One fateful night, Al made a mistake. He insulted a woman at a bar, and her brother, Frank Galuccio, retaliated. The slashes left Al with 3 scars on his face, earning him the nickname Scarface, a moniker he reportedly hated. Around this time, Al caught the eye of gangster Johnny Torrio. Torrio, already making a name for himself in Chicago, saw potential in the young Capone. When Torrio invited him to Chicago, Al jumped at the chance, leaving behind the only life he knew for bigger opportunities in the Windy City. Chicago in the 1920s was a city on the edge. The 18th Amendment, which ushered in Prohibition, turned ordinary citizens into lawbreakers and criminals into kings. Alcohol was illegal, but the demand was higher than ever. This created a lucrative black market, and Al Capone was in the perfect position to capitalize on it. Working under Torrio, Capone quickly rose through the ranks of the Chicago outfit. He was ruthless, ambitious, and had a knack for making money. The outfit controlled breweries, speakeasies, and distribution networks, making a fortune smuggling and selling illegal booze. But with big money came big problems. Rival gangs, eager for a piece of the pie, turned Chicago into a battleground. Shootouts were common and bodies piled up. Capone, known for his violent temper and strategic mind, led the outfit in this bloody war. He survived assassination attempts and orchestrated his own, solidifying his reputation as a man not to be crossed. His ruthlessness earned him both fear and respect, making him one of the most powerful gangsters in America. February 14, 1929, Valentine's Day. While couples exchanged chocolates and flowers, a different kind of delivery was taking place in Chicago. A garage on North Clark Street became the stage for one of the most infamous massacres in American history. 7 men, members of the North Side Gang, Capone's rivals, were lined up against a wall and gunned down by 4 men dressed as police officers. The brutality of the act shocked the nation. While Capone was never directly linked to the massacre, few doubted his involvement. The St. Valentine's Day massacre was a turning point. The public, horrified by the violence, demanded action. The government, under pressure to crack down on organized crime, put Capone at the top of their list. He had become a national obsession, a symbol of everything wrong with the country. Section 4. The Untouchables weren't so untouchable. While Capone's goons were busy with their, bloody business, a different kind of team was working tirelessly to bring him down. Enter Elliot Ness and his team of Prohibition agents, later dubbed the Untouchables. But Capone wasn't going to be taken down by a bunch of guys in fedoras, no matter how righteous. His empire was built on corruption, with judges, cops, and politicians in his pocket. However, Capone had made one crucial mistake. He didn't pay his taxes. U.S. Attorney George E.Q. Johnson saw an opportunity. If they couldn't get Capone for murder or racketeering, they'd get him for tax evasion. A young forensic accountant named Frank Wilson was brought in. Wilson, meticulous and relentless, dug through Capone's labyrinthine finances. He uncovered secret ledgers, proving Capone had been hiding millions, living large while stiffing Uncle Sam. Finally, they had him. Section 5. The Legacy of Scarface. In 1931, Al Capone, the seemingly untouchable king of Chicago, was convicted of tax evasion. He was sentenced to 11 years in federal prison. The image of Capone, once a symbol of power and invincibility, was shattered. He served time in Atlanta Penitentiary before being transferred to the newly opened Alcatraz, a maximum security prison on a desolate island in San Francisco Bay. The harsh conditions and Capone's declining health, ravaged by syphilis, took their toll. He was released in 1939, a shadow of his former self. Capone spent his remaining years in Florida, his mind and body slowly surrendering to the disease. He died in 1947, a cautionary tale of ambition, corruption, and the long arm of the law. Al Capone's story continues to fascinate us. He remains a pop culture icon, his life a source of endless movies, books, and TV shows. But beyond the myth and the legend, Capone's story serves as a reminder that even the most powerful are not above the law. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the gangster Al Capone. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment so we at the 5-Minute History channel can continue to bring you more interesting, little-known facts about people and events from history.